Hi, welcome to the Commercial Gas Engineer channel. More plumbing in Spain. I have a particular tap here that is leaking from the spout. A rocker, as you know, rocker taps are quite popular in Europe. And the sink is a Frankie. So underneath, this is what it looks like. So you have the trap and you have the isolation valves, these turn isolation valves. Yeah, the connections for the dishwasher underneath. So just going to shut the water off. Quarter turn. So the water is off now. Going to open up and inspect. So I've not worked on a tap like this particular tap before, but I think these are more common to Spain and other parts of Europe. In the UK, I haven't seen this particular one before. So a little bit of excess water there. On this, just looking if there's any debris in there. Going to change the O-ring and grease it up. I'm going to see if there's any debris at the other end as well. So having a look inside, inspecting it. There's a bit of limescale inside here. And little parts as well here. There's a few particles in here, but it's not completely blocked. So this is what it looks like. They've got 3 sort of strainers on here. A washer. And I'm going to use some of this silicone lubricant. It's all in Spanish, so I'm going to add some to it. That will do. And then pull it back together again. Try and remember the order. That's another good reason for taking pictures or filming things. Sometimes you can remember the order that you take something apart in. I'm sure it happens to all of us. You take something apart and can't remember the way it goes back together again. Okay, so I believe I have this back in the right order. Going to put the washer on. And hope it doesn't leak anymore from where it shouldn't be leaking from. So it's all tightened back up on there, and let's put what I believe is called the spout. Let's put this back on here and tighten it up. Hand tight first, and then with the spanner. We don't want to cross thread this, do we? Okay, so that's nice and tight. Lovely. Gonna turn the water back on and test it after drying it all up, because we want to know for sure that the leak has gone away. So get rid of any excess water. There was loads of water dripping down here before. Okay, just gonna use a bit of a damp cloth to get up the rest of the water. That's all dry. Let's get the water back on. Quarter turn open on the hot and cold service. Lovely. Let me know if you've seen any of these valves before. Okay, it's working. I'm seeing a bit of a drip up here. May have to tighten this up a bit more, or just check the position of the washer. Around here, I'm not getting any water like before, so that's good. May have to test the neck, turn it left and right and see. Seems to be okay. There was a serious amount of water coming out of it before. Alright, that's going to either need tightening up or repositioning. Let's check it again. I just repositioned it. Is it leaking still? Okay, I'm not getting any. I just used my top, and because it was hard to get a grip on it, and tighten it up more. So I changed the position of the washer and it seemed to hold. That's good. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to just have a look at the tap. I see a few spare taps outside. Client wants to know what they do. So opening up one, and it seems like it's redundant. And the other one over here looks like weird. It looks like sort of like a gas connection, but they don't really have gas out here. And then the other one is a hose, which is in action. And then you've got a outdoor socket, which has got like an IP rating, IP55 it says. Okay, and then another thing with ip55, I think there's some electrical connections in here, probably a wiring center. Let's have a quick look at the view whilst we're out here. Just curious to see what direction most of the solar panels are facing in. So I can see one over there in the distance, and it's facing south. And actually most of them look like they're facing south. I can see two facing south, so that's the ideal position of the solar panels. I mean, they'll work facing other directions, but optimum position is facing south. Okay, whilst I'm in here, let me check the difference of the electrical consumer unit compared to what you'd have in the UK. Let me know if you can spot any differences. Okay, enchufers, okay, sockets. That looks like Orno there. That's probably oven. Placa looks like for the solar panel. Placa, I think that's the solar panel. And enchufers and more sockets. Okay, thermal, that looks like the water heater if there was one. That looks like the main switch. Looks double poled. And here's a few more connections. Here's some access to a little connection on the wall. What can we distinguish from here? It looks like there's a neutral wire in there and an earth. And then this is a socket, standard European socket in Spain. Don't know what we can gather from that. And then here's some more connections up here in the wall. Wires going all over the place. A spaghetti junction, some sort of wiring center. And this is where a lamp was. So we got, I think, black, blue, and earth. So I'm assuming black is live. I could be wrong. Got blue, I'm assuming is neutral. So we got black, blue, and live in here. Or brown. Okay, this looks like it was a TV connection. Okay, another thing they wanted me to look at was why the pop-up waste. This is underneath the kitchen. This is underneath the washing basin. They wanted me to see the pop-up waste, why it wasn't working. You can see that the connection is missing there. So flicking it up and it has no connection to the pop-up waste. So need to get some form of connection there. Same on the other side, the connection is missing, so it should be connected to the button. And then what I like about the wastes in Spain or in certain parts of Europe is that it's kind of concealed. I mean, if you have a leak, it's going to be a bit of a headache, but you don't expect it to leak. It shouldn't leak, it should be tested, and it's just nice and concealed. More plumbing. So this is underneath the address I was at earlier, so I'm just looking to see they have a similar tap as well. Is it scaled up? I could have a look inside here later. And then underneath their sink, what sort of connections do we have? There's a bottle trap there. It's a double sink. And what else do we have? We've got the washing machine connection up there and another connection there. The one on the right looks like the dishwasher. And what is this here? That looks kind of strange, that connection there. Some threaded pipe there all of a sudden. It's getting very interesting. Don't see that sort of threaded pipe often in the UK underneath a kitchen sink. Alright. Not sure if that's low carbon steel or what that is. And then this is above the sink. This is very common in Spain. I've shown this before in a previous video in Spain. I'm going to show you again. This is just how they have the plates. Sometimes there's something that you can have to catch the water up there, but often people have it dripping down onto the worktop. But normally you would have like here a tray that just goes right underneath to catch the water. Well, not normally, in some occasions. And then this is in the bathroom, so you've got a water heater in the bathroom for the shower. And then check out the sockets. I find it quite interesting that you have sockets, normal sockets, that are very close to the shower. I find that's interesting. I don't know what the maximum distance is in the UK. And then this is the isolation, quite common type of isolation. There you have it again, a concealed waste. And then this is a bidet, which is also very common in Spain and Europe. So people can wash themselves afterwards. And then this is a socket next to a shower, very close to a shower. I find this interesting. Maybe it's fine. What do you think? Thank you for joining me. Bye bye bye.